Leading scorers for West Ridge, Wade Witcher with 16 points. Jackson Dean also with 16 points. And Ty Barr finished with 9. Leading rebounders for West Ridge, Cooper Johnson with 6, and Ty Barr with 6. Preston Sands Deshaun Warren. The 6-foot senior guard wearing number 4, Presley Patterson. And the 6'3" senior guard, number 5, BJ Edwards. Fighting Irish are coached by Mike Hutchins, assisted by Tony Scott and Gerard Wall. And now for the starters for the Bearden Bulldogs. A 5'11" junior guard, number 1, Nelson Karnowski. A 6'6" senior wing, number 4, Darian Bailey. 6'4" senior guard, number 5, Hayden Mosley. 6'2" junior guard, number 10, Jake Poole. And a 6'5" senior wing, number 35, Walker Kyle. Bulldogs are coached by Jeremy Parrott, assisted by Tyler Place, Luke West, Eric Sandiford, and Darren Higgins.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final day of the 2021 Arby's Classic. Coach Charlie Tiller here with you. I'm going to be with you throughout the day today as we give out the hardware for the Classic today. Today we start with the 6th place game, and it's a battle of Knoxville. Probably the best private school program currently in Knoxville, the Knox Catholic Fighting Irish, taking on arguably the top public school program in Knoxville at the moment, the Bearden Bulldogs. These guys getting after it a little bit. Up here a couple hours from home, normally about eight minutes apart. And that first shot is off the mark, and here come the Fighting Irish. Blue Cane with the ball, takes a little dribble here to the right. As they reverse it here, Edwards over for 3 on the way from Yashawn Warren. It's off the mark, and Bearden will come away with it. Of course, each of these teams, if you're in the 6th place game, that actually means you've had a really good tournament because you just lost that first day, and since then have been nothing but wins. Get a attack right here, and a lay-in from Jake Poole. And we're just underway as BJ Edwards will survey the defense. Pick, here's Kane on the way for 3. His shot is off the mark. And Poole again will pull down a rebound. Bearden's Darian Bailey, kind of the guy that makes them go. Gets it inside, kick out. 3-pointer on the way, and that's good from Walker Kyle. Big man stepping out on the floor, knocking down a trifecta. And the Bulldogs with a quick 5-0 advantage. Kane penetrates, has it stripped. And Bailey will come out of here with it. He'll push. Crosses over. Nice pass. Shot blocked by Edwards, but Bailey gets it back and puts it in. And we're going to have a quick timeout by the Fighting Irish. Coach Hutchins none too pleased with the start of his green-clad Fighting Irish. So he'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll kind of get you up to date on what's happening so far today. We've had a couple of consolation games this morning. In the first game this morning, Volunteer defeated Abingdon 72-55. And then in a tight one here just a few minutes ago, it was Westridge holding on for a 66-61 win over Twin Springs. So a couple of consolation victories for those guys. And we're back to action. BJ Edwards, the Tennessee signee, will bring it into the front court. Out here to Kane. Ball moving inside to Lindsay. He'll kick it out. 3-pointer on the way is true from Yashawn Warren. Of course, Yashawn yesterday spent a little bit of time in foul trouble. Bearden with a little ball movement, shot no good. Walker Kyle tips it out. Now the ball's a little loose and picked up by Karnowski. He'll get it back to Kyle along the baseline. Extra pass, Bailey from the corner. Shot is no good. And we'll get a run out for an easy lay-in for Blue Cane. Not quite warmed up for the dunking aspect, I guess, here. But we definitely saw Mr. Kane throw down a couple yesterday. Nice little back cut right there. And Poole with the lay-in. Which appears that Bearden without Elijah Breadwood, their excellent point guard who got a little banged up yesterday. Kane from distance knocks it down. So Blue Cane, the 6'4" junior. And it's 9-8. Poole will fire up a three, and he is true. Got a pretty good crowd on hand here for the early in the day here at the Arby's Classic. Of course, today is championship day. We'll have a lot going on, and we'll talk about that as we go today. As Kane is a little off the mark. Poole will push in transition. Nice pass. Went through his hands. Back in the corner, three-pointer on the way, and it is perfect from Hayden Mosley. So the Bulldogs with a 15-8 advantage. Here's B.J. Edwards. Will pull up. Comes up way short. And it'll be out of bounds to the Bulldogs. Walker Kyle, nice little left-handed jump hook, and Bearden off to a really good start, shooting the ball well. And with a 17-8 advantage. Jayshon Warren into the lane, his shot's no good. Followed by Lindsey is no good, but he will go to the line. Karnowski picks up his first. DeAndre Lindsey will take a trip to the foul line, and his first shot is off the mark. Quincy Pennell into the lineup for the Fighting Irish, as Lindsey will take a second. And it'll rattle around and in. Of course, these two teams met a little bit earlier this season with Knox Catholic taking a 64-55 victory. So, you know, two teams that are familiar with each other, although, of course, without Breadwood, it's a little bit different. Fouls on the Bulldogs, number 5, Hayden Mosley. He picks up his initial foul of the afternoon. Michael Blair makes his initial appearance for the Bulldogs, and Alex Durger, his initial appearance for the Irish. Bailey down the lane, pump. Double clutched it and couldn't get it to go. Couldn't get the follow either. And Jayshon Warren here with a nice pass. And we're going to get an offensive foul. So a nice pass to a cutting Pennell, but he got a little bit too much. And Quincy Pennell will pick up his first. Nice flex cut right there, and the shot is good from Darian Bailey. (19-11) Bearden. So we get down here close to the 92nd mark to go in the first quarter. Warren loses it underneath, and we're going to have a tie ball. A held ball right there. It's going to stay with Catholic. Into the lane, we are going to have a foul. Mosley's going to pick up his second, as B.J. Edwards will make his first trip to the foul line, and his first one is good. So talk about how Bearden got here today. They dropped their initial Arby's Classic game to Berkmar, who of course is playing in the championship game tonight, 67-58. Then they came back their next time out with a beatdown of Abingdon, 81-45, and then yesterday beat Union 77-49. So, you know, good stuff so far from the Bulldogs. Okay, Sean Warren with his first foul. And Karnowski will get to the line, and his first one is good. Second one on the way is good as well as he drops that one in. Talk about Catholic, they played on they're actually one of the teams that's played every day of the Classic here. This is their 5th game in 5 days, so, you know, pretty tough road here. But they beat Twin Springs in the tournament opener 92-41. Came back the next day and lost a tough one to Jonesboro 61-53 to drop them into the losers bracket. They proceeded to best a couple of Northeast Tennessee teams here with a 94-50 victory over Westridge, followed by an 82-41 victory over Tennessee High. That three-pointer is perfect from Karnowski. And it's 24-13, and Catholic needs a bucket. As we get down here close to the 32nd mark of the first quarter. Blue Kane looking for Edwards. He'll instead reverse it to Warren. Back up here to Kane. He'll penetrate to his right. Little runner. Tough shot. No good. Warren with the rebound. He'll pitch it right here to his guy Durger, and Durger will put it in. Cuts the lead back to single digits at 9 points. And that'll be a travel. Walker Kyle kind of moved that pivot foot as he ball faked there. And so Catholic will have one last shot here with 3.4 seconds, trying to cut into this 9-point deficit that they face. They'll roll it. B.J. Edwards will act like he's going to pick it up. Now he picks it up. He's going to take a pull-up three, and it's off the mark. So after one, Bearden is on top of Knox Catholic 24-15 in the 6th place game of the 2021 Arby's Classic. You are watching the 38th Annual Arby's Classic on the Viking Sports Network. We'll be right back in just a second. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 38th Annual Arby's Classic. Coach Charlie Tiller here with our producer, Colin Moore. As we begin the second quarter, Bearden will have the ball, leading 24-15. It's Karnowski. Reverse the ball right here. Back to Karnowski at the top. Gets it to Bailey. Bailey looks to make a move. Nice little jump hook by him, and he's got it. Bearden off to a really good start in this game, being very sharp offensively. Three-pointer on the way is no good. That was Edwards. Now Durger with a little turnaround, and he rolls it in. Durger's been a really good player off the bench for the Fighting Irish in this tournament, averaging 5.5 points a game, but he just makes some plays for him. Really good bench guy for him, and that's a good take by Walker Kyle, and he will go to the foul line. So Walker Kyle will knock down the first one. Kyle will dial up this second one, and he's got it. So Blue Cane with the ball up here at the top. He'll find Edwards over here on the wing. Jab step, little pull up two, and he got it. B.J. Edwards, the Tennessee commit, averaging 18 points a game on the tournament, 8.3 rebounds and 5 assists. So filling up that stat sheet a little bit. Doing a pretty good job. Presley Patterson back in. He's actually been Knox Catholic's second leading scorer in the tournament, averaging 16 a game. Blue Cane at 15.5. So, these guys have done some really good stuff this week. Now we get a little flex action here for the Bulldogs. And Poole will knock down the little turnaround from the foul line. And Bearden extends their lead back to double digits at 11. Nice take by Edwards right there, and he'll get to the bucket. Bailey will kick it out. Three-pointer on the way. We got a man down right here. And as they get it under control, the play will stop here. It's Presley Patterson shaking up on the play. I didn't really see what happened exactly, but it's like he had a little collision down there under the bucket, and he'll come over towards the bench now. He waves him off, but he'll have to come off as the coach had come onto the floor. So Pinnell will take his place. Again, a little flex action here by the Bulldogs. Walker Kyle up here. Bailey from downtown. He banks it in. So Darian Bailey with a three-pointer. Three-pointer on the way from Kane. It'll bounce around, no good. Bailey with the rebound. Of course, Bailey, who's had a really good tournament, he actually comes in here as the fifth leading scorer for his team. Of course, a lot of that due to spending most of the Jonesboro game in some pretty serious foul trouble. And they're actually without their leading scorer today, Breadwood, who comes in averaging 14 points a game. So I will tell you, if you are interested You can find all kinds of tournament stats, information, everything you'd want to know at arbysclassic.net. It's a great resource. And we're going to have a flex cut and then a foul. Foul's on Quincy Pennell. That's his second. Only the fourth team foul. So Jamichael Blair will head to the foul line. Blair, who's not gotten a ton of run in this tournament, but getting some run today without Breadwood. Some guys having to step into new roles without their floor general. Blair, a 6'3" freshman, so, you know, just kind of getting his feet wet. Be a good experience for that young man here playing in a tournament of this level. Edwards kicks it out. Pennell from three. It's going to be short. And again, the Bulldogs come away with the rebound. Karnowski. Over here it's Bailey. Back to Kyle. Now Bailey will come and get it. It's a nice pass. Kyle, after setting a back screen, will step out, shoot a three, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Yashawn Warren will come out of here with it, and he'll run. Gets it to Pennell in the corner. He attacks and loses the ball. Tried to do a little too much right there. And now we've got to scramble for it on the floor, and it's going to be out of bounds off of the Bulldogs. But good hustle by those guys, getting on the floor after that loose ball. And so we'll clean up a little perspiration on the floor here. Coach Tyler Place doing some good work there for the Bulldogs, getting that perspiration, former Tennessee High Viking. Warren thought about the three. He'll kick it over to Kane. Kane, left hand dribble into the lane. Pull up is good. Gets it back to a 10-point lead for Bearden. Nice little jab step. Ball knocked away by Kane. And he'll get the layup at the other end. So back to single digits here as we approach the 3-minute mark here of the second quarter. 33-25, Bearden in the lead. Gets it in. Bailey loses his balance. Pass deflected. Back out to Karnowski. Kyle will launch another three, and this one is no good. Hit that first one. It was kind of struggled since. Nice play right there by Hayden Mosley. Good hustle. Couldn't come up with it in time before it went out of bounds. It'll go back over to Catholic with a chance to cut this lead even further, cut it down to 6 or 5 as we approach halftime. And the three-pointer is knocked down by Durger. And just like that, it's a 5-point game. So Bearden has been in control the whole half. But now here with just 2.5 minutes to go, Knox Catholic has trimmed that deficit to a mere 5 points. Now we'll get a timeout, 30-second timeout here taken by the Bulldogs. So while they're doing that, we'll talk to you a little bit about some of the stuff coming up here today. Of course, this is the 6th place game of the 2021 Arby's Classic. We've got some more great action coming up. We've got the 5th place game up next. Then we'll have the three-point contest, followed by the 3rd place game, and then, of course, tonight's championship game at approximately 6:30. We'll be talking about the matchups and stuff here as we go. But should be a really fun night of basketball as we wrap up what's been a really great tournament. You know, this year been one of the really memorable tournaments that we've had. So again, there's plenty of good seats still available. Of course, it being pretty early in the day. We expect it to kind of fill up in here as the day's gone along. We've had great crowds all week. I think it's safe to say folks have missed the Arby's Classic. And that just drives you crazy if you're a coach. And Coach Parrott has really been out of shape. You know, you call a timeout, draw something up, and end up with a turnover. It will drive you absolutely bonkers as a coach. Had that experience a few times myself. B.J. Edwards, and we're down to a 3-point game as we hit the 2-minute mark here of the first half. Nice ball reversal in the corner. Three-pointer is off the mark, though, by Hayden Mosley. And now they get it in here to Lindsey. Lindsey will have to kick it out as he lost control of it. Durger from downtown. No good. Yashawn Warren will battle for it. And we're going to get a foul. I think, judging by Bailey's reaction, it's going to be on him. And it is. Bailey wasn't real thrilled with that one, but I think it probably was the right call, judging by what we had happened. Now Drew Brillhart will take Bailey's place. As again, we're down to a 3-point ball game. Durger looking. Kane now backs down. Nice little spin move, and he's got it. And just like that, what was once a lead of as much as 13 is down to 1. So the Fighting Irish fighting back. There's Bearden, nice back cut. Can't get anything to go, though. As Bearden, that ball is knocked away. Wyatt Showmaker into the game. He'll retrieve it. He gets a nice pass here. Walker Kyle, little pull-up, can't go. Bearden has gone stone cold after red-hot shooting early. They can't buy one right now. And Blue Kane will launch a three, and he'll knock it down. And Catholic has taken the lead. So again, from down 13, now they're up 2 as Bearden has gone stone cold from the field. And the Fighting Irish has become, honestly, a little more patient on offense and been getting a lot better looks here lately. We're going to have a foul on the Irish. That's going to be on Alex Durger. Second foul on Alex. And so Bearden will trigger it in here, down 2. So we roll down here near 30 seconds to go in the first half. Showmaker late on that pass, and Blue Kane picked it off, and B.J. Edwards is going to get a slam out of it. And now Edwards going to deny Showmaker. Pretty smart move right there after the dunk, and Jake Poole will bring it up as we get down here to 10 seconds to go in the half. Again, Bearden now needs a bucket, just like we talked about Knox Catholic when they were down 13 needing a bucket. Kyle will try another three. He just can't get one to go right now. And it's out of bounds with 0.7 seconds. So time to catch and shoot, but that's about it. There won't be any dribbles here. Going to have to be something quick for the Bulldogs. They'll throw it to Kyle. He'll fling one up, and it's no good. And we head to the half. So after Bearden was in control pretty much throughout the first half, from about the 3.5-minute mark on, it was all Knox Catholic. They've gone from 13 down to 4 up, and they lead at the half. Here in the 6th place game of the 38th annual Arby's Classic, it is Knox Catholic 37, Bearden 33. We'll be back shortly here on the Viking Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2021 Arby's Classic. Coach Charlie Tiller here with our producer Colin Moore as we bring you the 6th place game of the 38th annual tournament. Got a little first half statistical action for you here. Bearden, after a really hot start shooting, cooled off considerably. Ended up 12 for 26 from the field, so, you know, a shade under 50%. 5 for 14 from 3. Knox Catholic got off to a kind of a slow start and then came on like a house of fire. They ended up 14 for 27 from the field, so just a shade over 50%. 4 for 12 from 3. The rebounds were pretty much even in the first half, with Bearden actually leading 13 to 12 as we come to the halftime break. One of the differences was Bearden's 5 turnovers compared to only 2 for Catholic. So not a lot of turnovers for either team, but, you know, that's a significant enough difference there. Some individual stuff for the Bulldogs. Leading scorers in the first half were Darian Bailey and Jake Poole, who each had 9. Walker Kyle had 7. But again, after making his first 3, he promptly missed the succeeding 4. So, you know, they need to get going again offensively. And then for Knox Catholic, Blue Cane got hot there in the second quarter, ended up with 16 points in the half, 6 of 10 shooting, including hitting a couple of threes. B.J. Edwards added 10 points and Alex Darger 7, so not quite as much balance for Knox Catholic, but they have the lead here as that pass sails out of bounds from Kane, trying to get it into DeAndre Lindsay. And we're going here as we start the second half. So Bearden will look to get their offense back in gear here. Of course, Bearden playing again without Elijah Breadwood, who's their leading scorer in the tournament and has played really well, but got banged up yesterday, and they're sitting him today. Nice help defense by Bailey after he made a shot at the other end to get into double figures. Kane from distance. Shot off the mark. It's Bailey who skies for the rebound. He led them with 4 rebounds in the first half and gets another one there. Now, three-pointer on the way. Quick release from Karnowski, but he can't get it to go. So back come the Fighting Irish, and shot is off the mark, and here comes Bailey. He'll jump stop, find Karnowski in the corner. This time, he's able to connect. Kind of gets them off the schneid. They'd missed several threes in a row. Had Bearden. Nice attack by Blue Cane, and he'll finish through some contact right there. And Knox Catholic retakes a 1-point lead. Nice attack right there by Hayden Mosley, who did a really nice job in the dunk contest yesterday. That ball is stripped by Poole. Nice play by Jake Poole, and he'll lay it in. And Bearden back to a 3-point lead. So back and forth we go here in the second half. After basically the first half was 2 kind of extended runs by one team and one by the other. Bearden got out to a pretty good lead, and then Catholic went on a big run. So now a little back and forth action here. Again, 42-39. Lindsay over there to Edwards. Yay, Sean Warren, a little stutter step. Has his pass knocked away, but Lindsay retrieves it, and he'll get to the line. Nice take by Warren right there, and a good little shovel pass. Karnowski picks up his second. And Lindsay will knock the first one down. Cuts the Bearden lead to 2. Now a chance to cut it to a single point. And it's off the mark. So, 2-point game. Karnowski going to get Lindsay to come out here and defend him. Karnowski, jump stop, and he traveled. Kind of got in there, may have over-penetrated just a touch. Edwards, little runner. It's a shot he really likes along that baseline, as we've seen, and Edwards is going to pick up a reach-in foul on the rebound. Just the first one on Edwards this afternoon. And the Bulldogs will bring it into the front court. Nice take by Bailey. Little scoop up and under the taller defender. Doubles the lead to 4 points. Three-pointer on the way is true from Alex Durger. He likes that corner three. And the lead is back down to 1. And a travel. So B.J. Edwards, a little handoff action right there to Kane. He'll shoot a three. It's off the mark. A little miscommunication right there, but the Bulldogs' Karnowski is able to retrieve it. Now Bailey kicks out. Three on the way from Jake Poole, and he knocks it down, and he likes it a lot. Personally, I like when we get a little emotion from the players. Here's Edwards on the drive. He'll kick it out. Warren will take a three, and it'll rim out on him. Ball knocked around, and it's going to stay with the Irish. Lindsay couldn't quite control it, but going up above everybody as the biggest guy out there. Lindsay standing at 6'7". Shot on the way, no good from Durger. Going from up top rather than in that corner that he likes a lot. And here we go. Three-pointer on the way, and it is pure. Back-to-back threes by Jake Poole. He's excited. His boys are excited. And Knox Catholic is going to take a timeout. These odd-numbered quarters going well for the Bulldogs as they take a 7-point lead. So while we got a 30-second timeout right here on the floor, we'll tell you a little bit about the schedule for the rest of the day. Following this one at 2:30, we have the 5th place game, and it should be a dandy between the Panthers of Dr. Phillips and newly minted slam dunk champion from Dr. Phillips, taking on the Golden Hurricane of Jonesboro. Then at 4 o'clock, we'll have the Fun Factory 3-point contest. That'll get us to the 3rd place game. The 3rd place game at approximately 5 o'clock between Greenville and Amarillo. And then the nightcap, the final game, the championship game of the tournament, Berkmar taking on Long Island Lutheran. So should be a fun night here in Viking Hall. Catholic able to get back on the board, cut this lead back to 5. Pass inside, Walker Kyle goes to that little jump hook. He's really good at that little jump hook. Alex Durger finds another one from distance. From up there on the wing. And again, back to a 4-point game. Karnowski. Dribble penetrates to his left. Now it's cut off. Here's Bailey. Working on Kane. Little backdoor cut. Durger with the rejection, though. Jake Poole trying to get that backdoor cut. Now Blue Kane. Good job right there by Karnowski, kind of making him adjust himself to avoid getting the charge, and Kane wasn't able to put it in. So 52-48 as we come down here to 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. And we got a lot of contact there, no whistle. Bailey didn't like that. Now Edwards will draw the foul. Pretty good foul right there by Karnowski not to allow the layup. Although Edwards is a pretty darn good free throw shooter. So B.J. Edwards will go to the line. And he'll knock them both down. So 2-point game here as we come down to under 10 seconds to go. Bailey will get an offensive foul there. I mean, he definitely initiated the contact. I'm not sure that Kane was set, but, you know, Bailey also lowered his shoulder. So bang, bang play will go against the Bulldogs, and Catholic can tie it or take the lead right here. Kick out. And Patterson's three-pointer is no good, and that will end the third quarter. We've got a dandy here in Viking Hall in the sixth-place game. As we head to the fourth quarter, it is Bearden 52, Knox Catholic 50. We'll be right back here to wrap this one up here on the Viking Sports Network.
Arby's is proud to bring you the 38th annual Arby's Classic. Arby's would like to commend all the players, coaches, and organizers for their hard work in making this year's Arby's a success. Arby's would also like to welcome all of our visitors. Thank you for supporting young talent at the Classic. Arby's invites you to visit the concession stand for a delicious Arby's sandwich, or stop by our 14 Arby's locations, including our newest location on West State Street right here in Bristol, where we have the meats.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 38th Annual Arby's Classic here at Viking Hall in Bristol. Coach Charlie Tiller here with our producer Colin Moore. Bearden will have the ball here to start the fourth, leading 52-50. And what's turned into a dandy here, battle of two Knoxville area powers. Really geographic neighbors, and we're going to have, I'm not really sure what, we're going to have a foul. I couldn't tell exactly where our official Bart line was going right there. But Sean Warren will pick up his second. Only 2 team fouls, only 5 fouls so far here in the second half. Not a lot in the game. You know, that's been one of the good things, really a lot of the games in the tournament this year. We've had a few foul-prone games, but a lot of them, these teams have played good fundamental defense, not fouled a lot, and the officials have recognized that and let them play. And we like to see that. We certainly don't want a foul fest. But we're probably going to have one right here, and we are. Karnowski again going to foul B.J. Edwards, this time before he can get the shot up. And so the foul will be on the floor. Nelson Karnowski picks up his 4th foul. But Bailey will take a seat right here. Jamichael Blair, the 6'3 freshman, will return for the Bulldogs. Again, a 2-point lead. We're about 30 seconds or so in. And B.J. Edwards is going to finish that one, and Blair is going to pick up the foul. He was trying to take a charge right there, but our official was not buying that one. And I think that was the correct call. So B.J. Edwards has tied the game. Now a chance to give his team the lead. And he will knock it down. And it's a 1-point lead for the Irish. Young man looks to attack, and we're going to have a foul. Guess I just jinxed us. We've had nothing but fouls since I said that we hadn't had very many. Blue Cane picks up his first of the day. And Bearden will have a baseline out of bounds here, trailing by 1. Good cut. Now we'll hand off. Coming back to Poole. Poole to Kyle. Kyle's foul line jump shot is no good. And B.J. Edwards will take it, and he will finish and the foul. So B.J. Edwards, the Tennessee signee, trying to take over a little bit here. Walker Kyle will pick up his first foul, and Darian Bailey back in for the Bulldogs. And B.J. Edwards will complete the 3-point play. So 4-point lead now for Knox Catholic as they've started this quarter on a 6-0 run. Karnowski in trouble. Gets it off. 3-pointer from Poole from way downtown, no good. Walker Kyle couldn't secure the rebound, and it'll go over to the Irish. Real opportunity right here for Knox Catholic to really stretch this lead out. B.J. Edwards probing the defense. He'll get it over here to Blue Cane. Blue will penetrate to his left. He loves that little left-hand drive to a pull-up. That time it didn't go, and here's Edwards. And I don't know about that one. We're going to get an offensive foul here. Edwards will pick up his second. Thought the guy might have still been sliding, but, it's okay. Karnowski. Mosley. Mosley to Kyle. Now they'll bring it back out and reset. Bearden needs a bucket. Trailing by 4. Nice back cut by Bailey, and he's going to get called for steps. He cut, but then really good help defense right there by the Fighting Irish. I think really surprised him. I think he thought he was going to have a clear lane. Saw the defender slide into place and, didn't want to pick up a charge, but ended up kind of shuffling his feet there. So good defense right there by the Fighting Irish. And they'll have it here up 4. Edwards. Patterson. Patterson hadn't been able to get on track today. He's had a really great tournament, but hasn't been able to get it going today. Of course, spent a lot of the first half on the bench with some injury issues, and just doesn't look like hadn't quite been himself today. Now Bearden. Bailey probing. We'll get it back right here. Now Walker Kyle looking to attack. Throws up a little runner, no good. Here comes the Irish. Blue Cane. Back to Edwards. Edwards will attack. Nice little low dribble right there. He'll get his own rebound. Out to Patterson. Now Kane. Spins back to his right. Shot no good. Yashawn Warren with a good rebound, and then he's going to be fouled. Really good job right there by the Irish, just attacking, being the more aggressive team on that trip. Kyle will pick up his second on the play, and Yashawn Warren will cash it in at the foul line. Bearden going to take a timeout. It'll be a 30, so we'll keep it right here. You know, again, a reminder, we got some great stuff coming up here. Up next, 5th place game. As Dr. Phillips, the Panthers will take on the Golden Hurricane of Jonesboro in what should be a terrific up and down affair. That'll be followed by the Fun Factory 3-point contest at 4 o'clock. And then the last couple games. The Greenville Green Devils taking on the Sandys of Amarillo at 5 o'clock in the 3rd place game. That'll be followed by Berkmar taking on the Crusaders of Long Island Lutheran. 6:30 is the projected start time for that one, for all the marbles, for the big trophy. So stick around. Come on out if you have a chance. If you can't, we hope you'll stick around here on the Viking Sports Network. Give us a listen. Give us a watch. And if you're enjoying what you see, tweet it at Arby's Classic on Twitter. Let us know. So, second free throw up here out of the timeout from Yashawn Warren, and he knocks it down. And it's a 6-point lead. So, good start here to the 4th quarter as we wind down near the halfway point of the 4th quarter. It's been a rough quarter so far for the Bulldogs. 8-0 run to start this quarter right here. And the Bulldogs need a basket, and they're going to get it. Darian Bailey, good take to the hoop. Cuts it back to 4. As we've now reached the halfway mark of the 4th quarter. Blue Cane, strong drive. Strong drive right there to the rim along the baseline, and he'll lay it in. Bulldogs again, badly in need of a bucket. Walker Kyle going to do a little up and under action right there. Can't get it to go, though. Really good move by Walker Kyle, just couldn't quite get it to finish. And it's still a 6-point game. Catholic can really put themselves in a good position with the bucket right here. B.J. Edwards will penetrate baseline, cut off. He'll kick it out here to Durger for 3. It's short. Edwards on the offensive boards, though, and he'll rattle one in from about 13 feet. It's an 8-point lead for the Irish. Under 3 minutes to go. Bearden in some trouble. Karnowski. He's going to lose it right here. Yashawn Williams picked his pocket. He'll get it to B.J. Edwards for the dunk. Big time, danger time for the Bulldogs now. As they're down 10. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. That pass is picked off by Blue Cane. He'll take it to the bucket, flip it up and in. Tough stretch right here, and that pass is picked off again. It's Edwards. And Edwards will lay it in, and Bearden is going to have to take a timeout. They are in the midst of a really bad stretch. It's 16-2 here in this quarter. And we'll take a timeout with them. Timeout with the score. Knox Catholic 68, Bearden 54. All right, we're back here, and Bearden trying to get back in it. Tough quarter, 18-2 thus far in this quarter, and Knox Catholic has really picked up their defensive intensity, really hit the passing lanes, making it really hard on the Bulldogs, who really miss Elijah Redwood right now. That shot was no good, and here comes Catholic with the ball in no hurry. That pass is picked off by Bearden. They can't get the shot to go with Hayden Mosley. Bailey tips it in, though, and a much-needed bucket for Bearden, and Bearden's going to take another timeout. Bulldogs take a 60-second timeout. So, I mean, it's just been one of those deals where, you know, back and forth, coming into this quarter, and Knox Catholic has just really picked up their defensive intensity. They've really gotten in the passing lanes. I mean, it seems like a pretty obvious thing to say, but it's just sometimes the simple answer is the answer. You know, you pick up, get some easy baskets, get some run outs. Really hard to defend that. You know, Bearden, of course, is good in the open floor as well. But they had been able to keep those turnovers, keep those runouts to a bare minimum. But here in about the last 2.5 minutes, Catholic being able to get them has made it really difficult. Now, Catholic playing a little game of keep away here. Bearden is in the penalty, so and now Bearden will take a foul, but it's probably a little too late at this point. So Yashawn Warren will step to the line. And his first one is no good. So he misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Bearden's pretty much got to have a basket on every trip. Here's Bailey. Good job switching screens right there. Bailey will get a shot off, and it's no good, and B.J. Edwards tracks it down. Edwards will lose it out of bounds. It's kind of knocked away, and then when he went to recover his dribbled it out of bounds. So again, Bearden with the ball, but running out of time. Down 12 here with 36.2 left on the game clock. Back to Bailey. Bailey will kick it over here. Karnowski will try a three, and it's no good. Again, after a really hot start, the Bulldogs just haven't been able to recover that shooting stroke. Had a pretty good third quarter, but this fourth quarter has been a disaster for Bearden as they've managed just 4 points. Mosley will pick up the foul right there, and Blue Cane will head back to the line. So, Blue Cane. Shot no good. Bearden will track down the rebound, but the clock is running, and Bulldogs pretty much out of time right here. Karnowski will rim that one in. We're going to get a timeout from Bearden. It'll be their last one. And I mean, we're pretty much at the point where it's getting to be mathematically impossible. As Catholic has a 10-point lead, and with just 14 seconds to go, and of course in high school basketball, the clock doesn't stop on a made basket. So really, we're at the point where even if Bearden were able to score, Catholic's about to the point where they're not going to have to throw it in, and certainly not have to throw it in the 2 or 3 times that it would take for Bearden to come back. So it looks like Knox Catholic is going to secure 6th place in the Arby's Classic. Again, 14.3 seconds to go. 10-point lead. Catholic will inbound it. They'll get it to Kane. Blue Kane will get into the front court. And Catholic is going to go to the line again as Bearden picks up another foul. Mosley picks up his 4th. Well, it's pretty much academic at this point as Blue Kane is going to step to the line. His first one is no good. Second one on the way is true. And time will run down right here. And Knox Catholic will come away with the victory with 6th place in the 2021 Arby's Classic with a 69-58 win over Knox Bearden. So the Fighting Irish takes 6th place. We'll get you some stats here in just a second. But a really impressive fourth quarter performance there by the Irish as they took that 2-point deficit and went on a 19-6 run in that fourth quarter to take the victory. So again, really impressive performance there in the fourth quarter by Knox Catholic to pull away and take the victory in what had been a really terrific ball game up to that point. So as we look at some game statistics here, we ended up with Catholic shooting 25 for 51 from the field, so just a tick under 50%. The Bulldogs also 23 for 48, just a little bit under 50%. And actually, at this time, I'm gonna let Coach Enzer present the 6th place trophy to Knox Catholic. So we'll check out the trophy presentation here. So once again, there's the trophy being presented to Knox Catholic, who takes 6th place in the 2021 Arby's Classic. Again, a little stats rundown here. Catholic was 25 for 51, just a tick, one miss under 50% right there. Bearden shot it fairly well, 23 for 48. Just a couple of misses under 50% right there. Big difference in the game. 13 Bearden turnovers, including 7 steals, most of those taking place in the fourth quarter when Catholic was able to go on their run and take the victory. I mean, that was really the big difference in the game, was they're late. Those 13 turnovers, a bunch in the fourth quarter, 7 steals. I mean, coming in at halftime, Bearden had only had 5 turnovers, so 8 in the second half, but they were killer as they led to runouts and easy baskets for Catholic, and they were able to take the victory. Looking at some individual statistics, for the Bulldogs, they were led by 17 points each from Darian Bailey and Jake Poole. They also got 10 points from Karnowski and 9 points from Walker Kyle. Led in rebounding by Bailey with 10, so he had a double-double here in his final Arby's Classic performance. So great job by him, but not enough today as they were able to pull it out. You know, looking at the Fighting Irish individual statistics, they got 26 from B.J. Edwards on 10 of 17 shooting. He also had 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. So really stuffed the stat sheet right there, did the Tennessee signee B.J. Edwards. Blue Kane, also big with 23 points, 9 of 18 from the field. Did a great job as well, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals for that young man. They also got double figures in that game off the bench from Alex Durger. You know, what a spark he is off the bench at times for them, but a big 13-point performance for him. And, you know, they were just a little bit too much, especially defensively, in that game. So we got about 17 minutes here before our next matchup upcoming here. We've got the 5th place game. It'll be the Panthers of Dr. Phillips taking on the Golden Hurricane of Jonesboro. That'll be again here in about 17 minutes. That'll be followed at 4 o'clock by the Fun Factory 3-point contest, always a tournament favorite. And then the Nightcaps at 5 o'clock, the 3rd place game between the Greenville Green Devils, who pulled the biggest upset of the tournament, upsetting the aforementioned Panthers of Dr. Phillips. They will take on the Amarillo Sandies, a team that I personally really enjoy watching with their really excellent offensive execution. And then at 6:30, the championship game between the Patriots of Berkmar and Long Island Lutheran. So we've got a great day of action here for you. I'll be here with you for all of it. And we've got more. So we'll take a break right here, let these teams get warmed up, and we'll be back with more at the 38th Annual Arby's Classic on the Viking Sports Network.